Hello, my beautiful friends. I love you. I got a message a while ago on my blog to make a video about eating disorders and how I deal with my own because they found themselves constantly struggling between wanting to go back to starving and staying healthy, and it's really challenging. So I'm going to talk about I look like a butterfly, about my story. As many of you know, I had my eating disorder. I struggled with it around junior and senior year of high school, and I'm on my 4th year of college now, so it's been a while. That doesn't mean that it goes away. I know that my videos are usually uplifting and you can do it, which I 100% believe that you can, but it doesn't mean it goes away. It doesn't mean that those thoughts don't still exist, because they do. I've not engaged in any eating disorder or self-harm behavior for 2 years now. So it's been a while of treating my body right and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I still have days where it's like I look in the mirror and I'm just like, wow, like this is not what I want to look like. I look too big. Like I don't want to wear certain things because I don't feel like it's flattering for me, because I just look like I'm just huge. So I still kind of struggle with the body dysmorphia, and just the way I look at myself isn't necessarily how everybody else sees me. It's challenging. It's extremely, extremely challenging. About a couple months ago, I ordered some weight loss pills online, and then I canceled the order and didn't process payment or anything, but it still showed up at my house. And then my mom found them in my room and then kept them, and I never opened them. They just sat there as a temptation, but I never did anything with them. But I did order them because you still get in that place. Years later, I'm still getting in that place where it's like, I don't want to eat, or I don't want to put bad things in my body, and that I want to work out all the time, and I want to take pills because I want to be skinnier. Those things are still a challenge. 100% I can tell you it's still going to be a challenge years later, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it. I went from having those thoughts and automatically going and throwing up, or not eating a certain amount of calories a day, or hating myself, and those thoughts put me in an extremely terrible place, and now I have them and I try and shove them in the back of my head, and I tell them that they're wrong and that I'm not fat, or I'm not ugly or unlovable. I'm actually a wonderful person, and you have to tell yourself that even when you don't believe it. You need to tell yourself you're beautiful and tell yourself you're wonderful. And you need to be kind to your body, because it's the only one that you're ever gonna have. And I have so many side effects already from when I had my eating disorder, the way it affects my body, and the antacid that I have, and I can't see at night because I damaged my vision a little bit when I was starving myself, and there's a lot that goes along with it, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it for a lower number on the scale, and I can't tell you that it's going to be the easiest journey or the easiest battle to face against, but it's 100% worth it. I never want to go back to that place, even on my worst days when I can't even comprehend what I look like and look in the mirror. It's still not worth it to go back, because the longer I go on and the longer I don't act on those behaviors, and the longer I keep telling myself that I'm beautiful and eating right and treating my body the way it deserves to be treated, I'm slowly starting to feel better. It's a really, really long journey, but it's completely worth it, because I notice that the changes that are happening within me, and even in my relationships and the way I treat people. When you're starving yourself or you're binging and purging, that's not the best version of yourself, and that's not the version that you should be showing off to the world, because you're better than that and you're stronger than that. And this is a journey that is worth it. It is worth it to think of healthiness and happiness and loving your body for all that it is. And I hope that helped. I just deal with it by being healthy. I if I have a really hard day, I stick to my plan that I had from my nutritionist when I was in the treatment center. Um, and I just work on looking in the mirror and saying that I'm pretty, or doing what I need to do to feel beautiful. I dress up a little, or do my makeup nice, or I cut my hair off. You just have to find things that make you feel special and just keep on doing those, because one day it's not going to be so hard to look at yourself and say you're beautiful. And I hope that helps. I love you guys more than you can ever possibly imagine.